Namaste, welcome. Hello everybody, nice to see you here. Oh. Just make sure the sound is working before we go on. Sounds good. Okay, hello. Happy New Year to everyone that I haven't said Happy New Year to yet. Nice to see everybody in the chat already. Good morning, Georgian. Good morning, Vicky and Moon. Nice to see you guys. Siddharth, nice to see you even though you can't join. And Lei, nice that you were able to get into the chat today. So if anyone has any questions while I'm introducing this, feel free to put them down there. I will answer them when I can, or I will answer them after the practice. So I want to start with a confession. I have been eating way too much sugar over this holiday season. Well, I forgot what it's like to be in the cold country and go into this sort of hibernation mode. Plus we're living with my grandmother who's constantly baking. So there's cookies and sweets and all of these things that I'm not so familiar with. And I can feel it. You know, maybe I've gained a little bit of weight, but I can feel it more in my energy. And to me, this is what's more important. You know, the physical appearance is one thing, and we all want to look nice, but we want to feel nice, you know, and I think that this is the most important thing in our experience of life and in our spiritual practice, especially, you know, when we do yoga, we want to feel good, we want to feel energetic, we want to feel motivated. So this New Year, New Me challenge is going to be focusing on this sort of creating new energy, fresh energy. We had a very heavy year last year, and I'm sure it's not finished. But, you know, we want to try to lift our energy up with the idea that when we do this, when we do these practices to lift our energy up, it creates a ripple effect. You know, all bad habits come together and all good habits come together, you know. So when you're eating poorly, you probably start sleeping poorly, you probably start feeling more lazy. I talk about myself. When I eat poorly, I don't sleep as well. I'm more lazy. I spend more time watching nonsense rather than reading. I know it all comes together. But thankfully, on the flip side, all good habits come together as well. So when we start to create these positive changes in our life, they start to have a ripple effect too, you know. So just doing a simple practice like what we're going to do here can create a sort of ripple throughout our day. And especially when we go into a process like this, where we do the same thing every day for 10 days and we're cultivating this energy and we're expanding it, it can have a compounding effect. And I really hope that you get some sort of the experience of this. What we're going to be focusing on is a lot to do with Manipura Chakra. So Manipura Chakra is the energy center around the navel, sometimes the solar plexus, sometimes the navel, sometimes just a little bit below, depending which system you follow. But this is the chakra that is the fire element. The fire is the motivational energy. It's our self-confidence, our self-esteem, our willpower, our determination. Everyone who's ever made a success in life has done so because of the power of Manipura Chakra. Whether it's just completing some task at school, or it's developing some sort of career, or conquering an empire, or all the way to learning to control yourself, you know, and to go within and to be with yourself. All of these require willpower and determination. And I say it in this order because, you know, it's one thing to complete a task. It's another thing to develop a career. It's another thing to be the CEO of a major business. But one of the hardest tasks we have when it comes to control and power is to control and to be with ourselves. Very nice. Nice to see you all here. Thank you. And you can see this, you know, there's many examples of this Manipura, this willpower in the world today, from the political scale, from the big companies, you know, and the people that are at the top of these, they may have some willpower, they may have some determination, but probably they don't have the courage to actually go inside. You know, you see a lot of our examples of politicians and Jeff Bezos or something, you know, and they have so much money, so much power, but you can see that these people still have there's often an urge to escape ourselves, you know, because that's where a lot of confidence comes with, to work with yourself. That's where a lot of courage comes with. And that's what I want us to try to go into in this process, is working with ourselves. Namaste, Peter. Developing that energy to create change in our lives and to be successful. To whatever degree success is to you, I want you to achieve it. You know, and it doesn't have to be, you know, you go from this person that you are now to a completely new person tomorrow. And we're going to talk about change and how change, it cannot be like that. Today is going to be a shorter practice. Actually, I'll tell you now, this whole practice is going to be based around a Kundalini sequence known as the Wake Up series. Now, there's a few of you members in here. I have the Wake Up series on the channel already. It's one of my favorite practices. It's short, it's efficient, and it's one of the most powerful practices that I've come across for quick transformation, for really lifting the energy. And I'm sure even in these 10 days, you will see changes. I'm not going to guarantee that you're going to lose 15 pounds or 7 kilos in this time because it's only 10 days. But I do want you to be aware of the subtle changes that are happening, and I'm going to give you some practices for this. Now, this Wake Up series that we're going to be doing is a combination of 4 different moves, 4 different kriyas. And because it's quite intense, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a shorter duration and we're going to build up. Each day, the duration of practice is going to become longer. So it's a little bit different than my other challenges, because in the previous ones, we took the same thing and we just did it over and over and over with kind of different awareness. This one, we're actually going to be expanding. At no point is it going to be too long. This isn't going to become an hour-long practice. But probably after doing this practice, you will feel some desire to continue practicing. And this is the beauty of it. You know, this is the beauty. We're planting the seeds that will grow into greater energy, greater motivation, greater, I want to continue to do something. So if you finish this and you want to do more practice, go ahead. If you want to run, if you want to do some push-ups, if you want to just do something, read or write, use that energy and be aware that we're planting these seeds to create change slowly, okay? Because that's the secret. That's the secret to creating change, is that it's just small little actions over time that grow into something magnificent. And this is what I want to offer to you throughout this challenge. So, I'm also going to be giving you homework a little bit. And I'm going to give you, I was going to leave this until later, but I think it's good if I give you your homework right now, and then you will understand a little bit. So your homework for today, and please don't get scared away. I see there's 15 people watching now. Is after this practice, I want you to go and look at yourself in the mirror naked. Okay, I don't want you to go and create some story about how you should be or how this is good and that is bad and nothing. I want you to just look at yourself in the mirror naked. And maybe you do already. Maybe sometimes you spend, maybe you get dressed in front of the mirror. So you see yourself naked for 3 seconds and you put the clothes on. Usually this is what happens. We get in front of the mirror and we dress up. Whether it's putting clothes on, adjusting our suit, whether it's doing our makeup, we're putting something on. I want you to go and take something off. Okay, and whatever your usual time of observing yourself is, say you glance at yourself for 5 seconds and you go about your day, I want you to extend that. So maybe make it 10 seconds. If you're someone that spends 2 minutes in front of the mirror doing things, I want you to spend 3 minutes in front of the mirror naked, doing nothing. And it's the first day, so don't expect anything crazy. I just want this to be an observance of how do you feel. How do you feel? Not how do you think, not how do you judge, not how do you impress upon yourself, but just how does it feel to stand naked with yourself? Okay, because this is going to be the greatest example of how this sort of practice is changing. Okay, if you want, you can take your measurements, you can weigh yourself, you can do these things, but what I want you to see is that it doesn't matter how you look on the outside, it matters how you feel on the inside. Trust me, I was at a point where I was very fit, you know, I had muscles and I was all this, but I was not comfortable to be naked with myself. I got into more yoga, I gained a little bit of weight, I lost a little bit of muscle, but I got to the point where I am able to enjoy myself more just because of how I feel inside. And this is what is more important. Okay, so this is your one task for today. Just look, no judgment, no thoughts, no worries. Just spend a moment there because we're going to come back to it later on in the challenge. Okay? So let's see if hi from Russia. I see Andrew as my guru because he lights up the darkness. Okay, don't call me your guru. It's very sweet though, thank you. Is it okay be doing the wake up series in the evening? I'm joining live from Russia. Yes, you can do this in the evening. Test for yourself. It is energizing. It is opening the energy channels, but if you do it an hour or so before bed, probably it will be okay. The energy will settle, you go to bed. If you do find that you have trouble sleeping from this practice, then yes, just do it in the morning with the recordings after. But give it a try for yourself tonight and see how it is. I know a bunch of people are joining. I got my friends from Belgium joining and a bunch more in Europe. So, hi, did it start? Yes, we're starting right now. I have just been introducing the practice. We have not started with the practice. Okay, so I will now introduce the physical practice that we're going to be doing. I'll give you the 4 parts and then we'll do them together. Okay? So, I know some of you have done the Wake Up series. If you're already a member and you did my 14-day quarantine challenge, we did a couple times in there. And a lot of the people that did that process expressed that they really enjoyed this sequence and they would love to see it as a challenge. I've been thinking to do this as a challenge already because honestly, it's one of the small practices that helped me so much through my life to create transformation. So this is why I want to share it with you. It's short, it's simple. We're going to expand it, but just be present. That's it. Okay, so just watch me for now because I'll show you the 4 positions, the 4 actions, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so the first one is the most intense. Now, keep in mind, this is called the Wake Up series. So usually this is something that can be done first thing in the morning while you're laying in bed still. Before you even get out of bed, you can do this practice. Today, we're going to do it with a meditation and a checking in and everything. It'll be full class. But I just show you because this first one has some options. So the first pose is going to be coming up, lifting the shoulders, lifting the legs, pointing the toes, reaching the fingers towards the feet, and we'll be doing the breath of fire. Now, today we're just going to do it for 30 seconds. But as we increase the time, it might become quite intense for you. So I'm going to give you some other options. So option number 1 is you can lift the legs a little bit higher. The higher you lift the legs, generally the more easy it gets. But don't lift to 90 degrees because then it's no longer working on Manipura so much. Option number 2 is that you can place the hands under the sacrum for support. So if you find that your lower back is coming off the floor and you're kind of arching your back, then place your hands under your sacrum and point the toes. Okay, we'll be doing the breath of fire there for 30 seconds. You know what, guys? I feel a bit scattered. We're going to just start the class. Last introducing everything. We're going to start the class the way we normally do, and then I will introduce things. I think it's better that way. Sorry. New year, new me. So let's just begin together, guys. So come into a comfortable seated position. Pressing the seat down, reaching the crown of the head up, shoulders back and down so the heart is open and relaxed. Close the eyes. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. And sigh it out. Letting go of everything before this and coming to now. Again, deep inhalation. Oh, soften the body, soften the mind. And again, deep inhalation. Sniffing even more. Hold. And let go. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside, coming into your breath, into your body. Notice where you are now. What's moving within you, connecting with the physical body. Where your energy is at, if you feel slow or heavy. If you feel fast or restless. Or anywhere in between. Notice if any of my words left an impression on you. If the idea of standing naked in front of a mirror shook something. If the sudden change of the energy of the class confused you. Just see what's there. There's no need to change. Just witness. And we're going to start this process by setting an intention for these 10 days. Gently bring your hands together in front of the heart. If you like, you can set whatever intention you like. I will share my intention with you. May I offer these 10 days to the universe. May the work I do through this practice benefit my life and those around me. May I open to receive greater energy to put to good use. May I step into my power, and with will, may I create the life that I truly desire for the benefit of all beings. Take a deep inhalation into the heart. And as you exhale, gently coming back. Welcome. So we're going to be working with this power of Manipura, this fire energy, this transformation. We're going to be doing these 4 different poses, which I will show you. 3 of them will be with the breath of fire. If you are not familiar with the breath of fire, it's a fast breathing technique, similar to a dog, but through the nose. And we really try to focus throughout this practice on this movement in the belly as we do it. In and out, in and out, in and out. Really stoking the fire. And we'll be doing this in positions where the abdomen is under a certain pressure. And that's what's really helping to stimulate the digestive system, boosting the metabolism, and burning away impurities, heavy energies, and opening us to this spaciousness, this greater energy, this higher vibration. The first pose will be what I demonstrated before, the boat pose or the stretch pose, it's sometimes called. The second pose will be Pavanamuktasana, where we're going to lay on our back, hug the knees into the chest, and do the breath of fire in this position. It's really good for massaging the belly and super good for strengthening the digestive system. The third position is we're going to be hugging our knees in and rocking on our back, forward and back, so massaging the spine, really feeling each vertebrae making contact with the floor. And this is helping to awaken the energy channels that run parallel to the central channel. This helps to disperse the energy through the body. And the fourth exercise we will be doing is called the ego eradicator, where we will be in a sitting position with the arms extended open, the fingers folded in. We'll be doing the breath of fire here. And then we'll inhale the arms up. I'll explain it when we get there. But essentially, we'll be doing these 4 practices every day. And we're going to extend the duration that we do them. So today might be gentle, might be intense for you. If you've done this practice already, then you know what's coming. I just want to read this comment here. My intention is not to run away, to stay in and situate myself in the middle of a deep forest receiving. Your intention was beautifully worded, Andrew. Brian, is a beautiful intention. And it points something out. You know, we are often running from something, whether it be some external or some internal thing. And, you know, a lot of times that can be that we don't have the confidence, that we don't have the courage to look within. You know, even I do myself, you know, sometimes I get in a conflict with Clelia, and instead of deal with it at the moment, you know, I do something on my phone. You know, this is an act of running, of escaping something. And we all do it. And we can step into our power. We can summon that inner strength and courage to face what's within. And that will not only, in this example, won't only benefit me, it will benefit my wife, because I can be there more centered, more stable, and I can bear whatever is coming from the external world because I found this courage within. Okay, so let's come down to lying on the back. We're going to do each of these practices only for 30 seconds today. So it's, you'll see, even this first one is quite a strong practice. Make sure that I can hear my phone. Otherwise, we'll end up doing it for 30 minutes. Okay, so the first one is the one that we have the most variation for. So you can lift the shoulders off the mat, lift the heels, spread the fingers and point the toes. In this one, we want the eyes open and we want to gaze towards the toes, the practice known as thratika. Try to gaze just at the toes without blinking. And we're going to do the breath of fire here for 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds, we're going to inhale. We're going to hold the breath and squeeze Mula Bandha. That means we're going to contract the genitals and the anus. We'll hold the breath there for just a few seconds, and then we'll relax and feel into the practice. Okay, so preparing yourself, coming to lying, taking whichever variation you may need with the legs as high as you need, hands under the sacrum. If your back is coming off the floor, come into position, take a deep inhalation, a relaxing exhalation, and begin the breath of fire. Deep inhalation. Hold the breath, squeeze Mula Bandha, contract the genitals and anus. And release and relax. Come down to lying, eyes closed. And just surrender to the movement of energy within. Feel the opening of the energy channels. Activation of Manipura Chakra. The fire element, creating heat in the body. Expansion. And gently coming back. We're going to hug the knees into the chest. Lift the nose towards the knees. Now, as we do this pose, make sure that you're doing it with the abdomen. You're not using the arms to hold you up and being relaxed in the core. We want the core engaged so that when we do the breath of fire, the abdomen is tense, but we're still breathing into the belly. So it's really this like push and pull opposing energy. That's what's going to really stoke Manipura. Okay, we're also going to turn the eyes up to the middle of the forehead, known as Shambhavi Mudra. So turn the eyes up, take a deep inhalation, a relaxing exhalation, and begin the breath of fire. Deep inhalation. Hold the breath, squeeze Mula Bandha. And release and relax. Come down to lying on your back, eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feeling the continued expansion of your energy channels. A deep internal massage stimulating the digestive system, purifying the internal organs. And gently coming back. Again, we're going to hug our knees into the chest. We're going to hold onto the shins and we're going to rock forward and back from the hips to the shoulders. Okay, massaging the spine. Begin and really try to feel each vertebrae making contact with the floor. The back is nice and rounded. It's done in a controlled manner, not dropping or jumping. Really massaging the spine and the energy channels that run parallel. In Kundalini Yoga, they say that this movement is one of the secrets to staying young and vital with a youthful radiance. Because it really helps to move the energy through the body. And making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Sit with the eyes closed. And just feel this movement of energy from the rocking. And gently coming back. So the final part of this practice involves what's known as the ego eradicator, which is where we're going to have the arms extended to the sides about 60 degrees. We're going to fold in the fingertips. So the fingertips meet the pads of the fingers and the thumbs are pointed. We keep the chest nice and open, and here we're going to do the breath of fire. The eyes will be turned up in Shambhavi Mudra. After the end of the 30 seconds of breath of fire, we're going to inhale, bring the thumbs together up at touching. Oh no, I see now that I left this on and this is not a Q&A. We're going to hold the breath here, squeezing Mula Bandha. Hold for as long as is comfortable. Then we're going to spread the fingers, and as we exhale, we're going to lower the hands down by our sides, okay, pressing down, connecting with the earth. We're then going to go into a brief meditation, about, let's say, a 3-minute meditation today, and just be aware of what's moving within. Okay, so start by folding in the fingertips, point the thumbs, inhale the arms up, 60 degrees, chest is nice and open, eyes are turned up, exhale, and begin the breath of fire. And inhale, lift the thumbs up to touching. Hold the breath and squeeze Mula Bandha. Contract the genitals and anus. And spread the fingers, and as you exhale, sweep the space around you, pushing your hands down into the earth. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside. Just taking this time to be aware of this beautiful energy moving all within and around you. Be aware of anything that is arising, any thoughts, emotions. Just allow whatever is there with acceptance and awareness. May I be strong. May I be brave. And may I be courageous enough to look within. Gently bring your hands together in front of the heart. We'll close with a moment of gratitude. Taking this time to say thank you to yourself for embarking on this journey of transformation, of personal development. Thank yourself for the aspiration to create the life that you deserve. And remember, working on the self is the most selfless work you can do. So you deserve to say thank you to yourself today. Take a deep inhalation into the heart. And as you exhale, gently coming back, so that I can say thank you for joining me. Namaste. Beautiful, guys. I know it's a short practice, but I hope that you felt some energy moving. And keep in mind, we will be expanding this practice. I really encourage you to be aware now of how you feel through the day. You know, if you can come back to this intention, whatever your intention was, but come back to it. If you feel extra hungry, it's okay, you can eat. I know some of you are doing the brown rice diet. It's okay to eat as much as you want of that. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them for me. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Remember your homework. I want you to reveal yourself in front of the mirror and just be there. No thoughts, no judgments, just feel it. Thank you, guys. Namaste. Lay, yes, this will be the practice every day. We're just going to make it longer and longer. So today was quite short, but we start and we build throughout this one, because if we start right away with 2 minutes in each practice, it might be too intense. So we're going to slowly build up to that. I think it's for the best. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Brian. Yes, Vicky, yes, we will meet. I'm going to send you an email now. Okay. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day and a happy, amazing, powerful, strong new year. Yes, Lei, you can do this on your bed if you want. Like I said, it's something you can do first thing in the morning. Thank you, Peter from, not Peter, I read Peter and then I went down here. Fusion Propulsion from Colombia, amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. Beautiful, guys. I'm scattered today. I don't know. It was a strange night. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Oscar. Oscar, beautiful. Nice to meet you, Oscar. Take care, guys. I love you. Leave any other questions you might have in the comment section, especially if you're not doing this live. And I will see you again tomorrow.